All right. Library of Congress Educational Hall. This is where I started in 2023 as a tester provider, and technically I began in 2021 as a student assistant with this, and I have accumulated over $3,000 in books in doing this, beginning in 2021 as a assistant student. One of these days we are going to go over all the books that I've accumulated from being a assistant student to my history professor, which is how I decided to begin the study in human philosophy. And I'm going to show you all the books that I've collected and which ones you should all have just watched the videos on which books I finished thus far to which books I have not finished yet, because I was requested to do an MT's video count on all my books that I've used up, of which I will do eventually when that does show up. And I can't find my bag. I can't find my green and yellow bag. I need it and I can't find it, but we'll figure out where it is soon enough. But let's get into the educational hall. Thank you once again to the Library of Congress for sponsoring this video while I wait for that video over on that side to render. Okay? So, I bought a color blocking calendar. And basically, what means is YouTube color coding is going to be coming into effect very, very soon. The state of Florida, Cincinnati, Ohio, and New Jersey, when it comes to color blocking and what color your state is going to be. So, once again, Florida, Ohio, Cincinnati, and New Jersey, and the seven other states are in the tag color over here. We'll go over the seven other states later in the form of color blocking and what your portion of the states gets to film and to upload to YouTube, because we have pretty much a whole lot of newcomers to YouTube. All right. And by the way, welcome, motherfuckers. You'll get your schedule soon enough when you can upload, and you'll also get your topics based towards what you're uploading to, in order to, stay out of people's uploading business. And stop asking me to make eggs, because I ain't gonna make eggs every time for your ass. Okay, there, Suzanne? We ain't gonna make eggs every time. I'm just saying. I do more than just making eggs around here. And for my daily Bible reading scripture challenge, I have what I knew, or what I like to call border blocking. These are my border blocking papers, and I like to use these in order to give the feel of completion when I write down my border blocking notes. And let me show you what I mean by that, because I just finished a couple of those today, which is about four of those. So this is basically what I mean by using those papers as border blocking. You have the notes, you have the cardstock, and you have the border block at the front. And these are the cardstock papers that I use in order to keep the notes from being ripped apart until I am able to get it to where I want it to be, in the form of, I can type it out and I can just Edward Scissorhand it in order to get it on the cardstock to getting it on the border blocking paper. Okay, and this one is the designer paper, 20 sheets, and once again I just use them to border block. They're too thin for paper sets. For those of you who know what paper set is, they're too thin for paper set, which is why I use cardstock for paper set, and I use it for border blocking so that I know where I'm going and what I'm doing with each color of the border blocking. But the cardstock paper I use for paper setting, and that prevents the paper from becoming crinkly or becoming ripped. All right? So that's what I use that for, okay? And then I obviously bought toothbrush because fresh breath, fresh breath, and I didn't brush my teeth for an entire month. I used mouthwash, but I didn't brush my teeth, so my mouth feels kind of like rotten onions, raw rotten onions right now, with all of that bad germs lifting up off of my tongue. So I kind of gotta vinegar my toothbrush, and then when I get my toothbrush each morning replaced by Jay himself, um, he vinegars it, he cleans it out, he distills it for me, and I brush my teeth each and every single day with that. I don't have that raw onion breath smell from having COVID in my mouth on my toothbrush. All right. So I bought this book right here. I bought this book, lined paper. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I bought that book. And then for my printing tags, because I know I'm going to eventually run into an overflow because we have a shortage of binders right now at the store. And because we have a shortage of binders at the store, I have the manila envelopes, the one for $1.25, and they actually work very, very perfect for this. I was looking for the packing envelopes to pack the smaller orders, but there is no packing envelope. The packing envelopes all sold out, but I got the manila envelopes for papers, and the manila envelopes will work, but um, because we have the bulkier items, I'd rather use the packing envelopes for that. But for paper, I bought this because there's a shortage of binders at the store. And because there's a shortage of binders, I need something to store my printing papers in. So I bought these for that purpose. Okay? And that's that bag. Then I also bought this one. I knew I had to. I knew I had to. So I don't just build off of you, I build off of him too. I mean, they're twins. So when you build off of one, build off of the other. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. By the way, thank you, Tom Ford. thank you. Thank you very much, Tom Ford. Once again, thank you also very, very much, Tom Ford. Excellent quality books. Thank you, thank you. You were created to do good work, work that empowers and inspires, liberates and transforms, restores and softens. Yes, work can be hard as it was meant to be. The verb itself calls us into action, rejecting passivity and demanding sustained effort. It provokes, agitates, and disturbs. But this work, the call for justice, is good work. It depends. It defends the oppressed and frees the captive. It tears down walls and destroys barriers. It changes things so when you're feeling weary or hopeless or spent, remind yourself that the darkness is being flooded by the marvelous light. Yes, this is work and it is good. All day, every day. That's my statement. Let's keep going. Thank you very much. All day, every day, work. I'm just saying. By the way, thank you, Tom, 4 times 3. Your work, you get the Tom Ford stuff, you get the good stuff. And, well, he does whatever he does with the rest. Tom Ford times 4. I'm just saying, Mama gotta work to get the Tom Ford goods, okay? Mama gotta keep working in order to get the Tom Ford books. And Don't just go in there and get the Tom Ford books and then you just don't do nothing. Get the Tom Ford books, do the work, and write the message. I'm just saying. A bag of chips that I bought at the church barbecue. I told you all about that. That's over. Pens, okay? Pens again. This one I'm gonna unbox in a separate video for skincare unboxing. We're gonna be doing that separately, coming now and starting soon. We'll unbox this one in that video. And then the last two, I actually bought three of these. And I left two. Um, yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, don't say nothing. I bought two of those. Three, technically. I can show you this one, but I'm going to do a separate unboxing for this one. If you have tried the Tatcha skincare, the Tatcha face serum from Sephora, which is 65 bottles, and it's the same amount that you get in this size bottle, you'll get this one. Trust me. You'll get this one for about 100% off. Trust me. If you've tried that and you've complained that the Tatcha is too expensive for what you get, how much comes in this? This one has, dear, this one has about 30 milliliters. There's 30 milliliters of liquid in here. The Tatcha one, I believe, only comes with 17 milliliters of liquid, and that's $65. This is 30 milliliters of liquid, the same feel when it comes to texture and the bottle, everything. Okay, this is the Senchi Dewy Face Serum compared to the Tatcha Dewy Face Serum. Okay, and this one's $5. The Tatcha one is $65. That's 100% in savings. That's 100% in savings. $5 to $65. That's 100% in savings. Get yourself the Senchi one. Save your money and don't stretch about the Tatcha one. Senchi one to Tatcha, 100% savings, $5. I'm just saying. With that being said, thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.